we saw kids from the state school, we used to chant, states sitting on logs eating bellies out of frogs. That was about the worst thing we could think about them. And they would respond with Connie Whackers, stink like crackers in the muddy water. All rather childish, as we were kids.
St Joseph's School was founded in 1875 by the Mercy nuns and has been serving the Granite Belt for nearly 150 years in terms of education from primary and now through to year 12 in secondary.
I think it was more play-based fun, you know, like getting out and playing with your friends. You used to play hopscotch and you know, elastics, marbles out on the back oval.
The years at school for me, rather fun-filled. Cold, we wore shorts a lot, even throughout winter. We had slates that we wrote on, and slate pencils, nibs and inkwells for writing.
The convent wasn't as you see it today. It wasn't all enclosed as it is now.
And underneath the school, it was a dirt floor. There were no classrooms as such under the school, but that's where we had our tuck shop.
The nuns that were here during my time at school, I had them as teachers. One was a principal. So basically in primary school, I remember, you know, Sister Clara, she was my Year 2 teacher, right through to Sister Maureen, who was one of our principals by the time I came to secondary school. So they were your teachers as well. And they didn't just teach religion, they taught all sorts of subjects.
Never had a male teacher at all throughout my schooling here at St Joseph's. The nuns would tutor us in rugby league. The priests helped out from time to time, and soccer. And the most exciting bits was when they would join us for daily exercise and getting ready for sports by doing star jumps with their full habit on, their clothing. Then the best one was when we do the tunnel ball in preparation for the district sports carnivals with the tunnel ball, and the nuns would hitch up their habit and in all manner and join in with us.
They were happy days. It certainly wasn't hard to go to school. You'd probably be wondering who you'd be having the next fight with, but in your playground power struggle.
It was warm, comforting, homely. It was safe. It felt protected.
The teachers were trying to equip the children with life skills. I tried to encourage a certain independence.
Like most children, when we were at school, you don't really like discipline. So, you know, they would ask you to do something and you'd sort of screw your nose up and say, oh, I don't really want to do it. Looking back now, we can see what they were trying to do. They were trying to make us into the adults that they wanted the world to have.
Of particular importance to us here are what we call our Mercy values. Those values, those gospel values that we think are important for every child, every member of our community, and they're very much what the Mercy nuns were on about.
Not only as a youngster at school, discipline was good for you, but I mean, discipline throughout life is good for you, isn't it? And you had rules you had to stick to, and I think that moulds your character for the rest of your life, actually. So.
Importantly for every student in school, they need a sense of belonging, a sense that they're valued, and really importantly, a sense that they can be successful, that they're welcome in that community, that they're giving every chance to succeed, and when they're not, that somebody's there to help them out, to help them get through that battle.
To describe the school in its most simplest form for anyone entering St Joseph's is you will feel warmth. For my high school students in my class, they are navigating a world that is, for me, is becoming quite foreign, but for them is just the vast ocean of who knows what you're going to get. So for open dialogue, for a safe place for someone other than their parents, other than their aunts and uncles or whoever's at home, they need a connection with their teacher.
In terms of our Mercy values and how they operate within the school, I refer to what we call faith in action, so that those values become a lived experience in terms of what our students do. So in everything we do, be it in the classroom, be it interaction with each other, we refer back to those values, and we give students the opportunity to take part, to exhibit, to practice those values. So for example, students go out in the community, serve others through visits to nursing homes, childcare centres and whatnot. And then really importantly, just how the kids interact with each other.
They always build confidence in their students, self-confidence, confidence in others, and I think it's an extremely important trait to have as an adult, because you need to be confident in yourself and each other, and St Joey's constantly does that.
They're the years that you're moulding a child to become the adult you want them to become. So it's all about education, but it's also about teaching that person to become a much bigger and better person that they ever thought they could be. You know, they want to go out and conquer the world. That's what you want every child to be.
Our shared values at St Joseph's really hasn't changed too much, I don't think, from 1950 to now. You know, we all think about, well, mercy and justice, option for the poor, service. It's, you know, those core values, thankfully, have flowed all the way through to where we are today. Sure, there might be some tweaking here and there, but that's the nature of progressing. But really, if we come back to that cornerstone of faith-filled development, yeah, we have those values from way back. It's wonderful.